All right, so that we thereafter had the details of the observations from Ekta, but the stock has gone on to its knees, and as you can see, for this week itself, it's a 17%, 16.5% fall. The moment we are joined by Sarabjit Kaur Nangra of Angel Broking. Sarabjit, what's your own sense on the stock? Has it corrected enough to accommodate the Goa observations, or do you think that there is still a lot of uncertainty and you will wait for it to fall?
Currently I believe it's reacting to observation, and also today I guess to the part to the note also which CLSA has put up downgrading the stock. As far as my reading of the situation goes, the volatility in the stock is because after every other stock got US FDA notification, Lupin was considered to be safe haven along with Aurobindo to some extent. So it was valuations wise very much on the higher side. So I guess that's why the sharp reaction. Now second part of it is about the observations. These are observations which are currently, barring one or two, I think are not very serious. Only one or two amongst the 9 are a bit of the serious nature. This includes one regarding the lab control, wherein they are not happy with the procedure, and the other one is manufacturing process QA is not handled well according to USFDA. So I think these are the two serious ones. Rest of them are in terms of riskness and seriousness are low to medium. So going by the nature, I guess probably even worst case scenario, probably a company should be able to come out of it and should not lead to a long down process between USFDA and Lupin, I guess.
Okay. Sarabjit, can you just come in on how many drugs would possibly be impacted going forward from this particular plant, from the Goa facility? Hence, how much of the US sales might be at risk going forward?
Currently I have not done that estimation because my view is that it should not result in such a significant risk to the company. But I think Goa is a significant plant. So in case it results in a probability in a situation where it could lead to a severe case, then probably I guess a good amount of ANDA which have been filed, I guess around more than 40% have been filed from this plant. So I guess it's a risky proposition, but currently I'm not playing that in the stock right now because these events are, I think it's more to do with the time lag which probably Lupin would see. So in case it prolongs to FY18, then FY18 could be in risk, but I don't see it escalating to that far.
Okay.
But,
well, I'll just summarize what CLSA has said. They find the repeat observations most painful because that might normally escalate to a warning letter from the US FDA, though they admit that it's difficult to predict the US FDA. And their worry also is that of the 90 products pending approvals, several are high margin products which are manufactured at the Goa plant, especially Renvela and Renagel, and that seems to be their big fear. So FY17-18 are the numbers that they have downgraded by about 9%, but they've also downgraded the multiple because of the fear and the uncertainty. The multiple also has been downgraded from 23 times to 21 times, but their price is still higher than the current price of the stock. They have a price target of 1800, significantly lower than the 2100 price that they had earlier. But Ekta, your views now after looking at the bunch of analyst reports, what's the sense you're getting that Lupin has little more distance to go, or this 15% seems kind of discounting the fears adequately?
Well, currently on an FY17 basis, Lata, it's trading at around 20 to 21 times. At one point in time, Lupin used to historically trade at 27 times. So yes, it is possibly factoring in the fact that the Goa facility is not going to see US FDA approvals anytime soon, or it might be delayed. The two factors to watch out for going forward will be whether they receive US FDA approvals. If they do, if it's from the Goa plant, then everything stands vindicated and business goes on as usual. But if it doesn't, then going forward, like you mentioned, the products approval from that facility would be important. Plus, there is one report, an IIFL report that I was reading, where they've downgraded the stock as well, and they've highlighted that there is a risk of a warning letter as well for Lupin at this point. So that would be fearful and another factor to watch.
A potential warning letter is exactly what CLSA also worries about. Sarabjit, thank you very much for joining us and giving us your inputs as well. So this fear of what is the next step? Is it a warning letter or is it more products from the Goa plant that gets approved? Are the negative and the positive that the market would watch out for? But Jigar Shah, come in on this. Is this a stock you watch very carefully, and where would your balance tilt in terms of a buy or a sell?